Chris Warren interview, take one. My name's Chris Warren. I'm a Los Angeles-based cinematographer. When I was a kid, I used to make a lot of action figure movies, playing around with my parents' video camera, and trying to recreate movies that I saw on the big screen. And I was somewhat of a child of the 80s and early 90s, so we're talking some Spielberg films. My parents were into Star Wars, so I watched that a lot. And when I found out that this could actually be a profession, I was hooked. I knew I wanted to be a cinematographer since middle school. Even before that, but middle school is when I found out it can be a profession. And so through high school, I tried to take as many video production focused classes. And then knowing that my goal was to go to college to be a cinematographer, get my film degree. And when I was in college is when I really started to learn cinematography. And then just worked on becoming a full-time freelancer, and that's what I do today. I have dabbled in directing, but it's more of crafting the image that really attracts me to cinematography. Like, I don't want to fall into that creative rut and not push my career. And so that's a challenge, is just making sure I stay relevant and that I also stay creative. My first significant break in the industry is about a decade ago, maybe a little more. There was this website called Pop Tent, and it was an interesting website because they encouraged filmmakers, unknown filmmakers, to make spec commercials. And a spec commercial is a commercial that you make on your own. You're not being hired by the brand. You yourself can go out and make a spec commercial today. A lot of people do a lot of sport-based commercials, because they can show your skills. And so Pop Tent actually worked with brands to where it was kind of a win-win. A brand could give some prize money for a commercial, but then they're saving on big budgets because it's the up-and-coming filmmakers that are making it. And I came up with this idea for this contest for Surf laundry detergent. They initially were powder-based. They were bringing out a product of liquid laundry detergent. So I came up with this cool idea because they wanted to highlight their two new scents of Aloha Splash and Sparkling Ocean. And so I was on my buddy's couch, and I saw the post for the contest, and I was like, oh, I got this great idea. What if this guy walks in, to his bedroom, opens a closet, sniffs his shirt, and then all of a sudden, the scent he's smelling reflects that scent. So like Aloha Splash, he smells it and he's at a luau, and he looks around, and then all of a sudden he's back in his home, and he's got a lay-on and a margarita, and he's like, wow. So he picks up another shirt and he smells it, and it's Sparkling Ocean. So I have him then pop out of the ocean soaking wet. Then he pops back to his home, and he's just drenched, and his wife comes in and she says, that's why I bought it. And then a little voiceover with a product shot at the end, and I actually won the prize money for that commercial. That was the defining moment. I sold that commercial, got that prize money, and left my last normal person job, is what we say in the business. And I've been full-time freelance since August 12th, 2012. So that would have to be the defining project in my career. Every project I've done, I'm proud of it, whether it turned out good or bad. It's always a learning experience, and I'm just happy and blessed to be doing what I'm doing. Some advice I would give to the class is always be shooting. Grab any kind of camera, whether it's your phone, an old school camcorder, or anything, anything that you can use to film video with. Try it, because ultimately it's not the camera that's going to give you the image. It's going to be the lighting. The lighting is what's going to make or break it. Because if you know the basics of lighting, it doesn't matter what you shoot on. It will look good. But you could have the best camera in the world, and if your lighting is garbage, the image is not going to be great. It's going to be garbage. And so always be shooting and always be learning.